Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Rihanna helps ASAP Rocky escape jail time. Rocky's acquitted of all charges.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive Channel. Good news for ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky was found not guilty for shooting at his friend Relly. He was charged with 2 counts of
Look.
first-degree assault with a semi-automatic firearm, but he was acquitted of those charges. And I have to say, Rocky's partner, Rihanna, really played a role in helping him win this case. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. But before I do, I first want to give a backstory. Back in November 2021, ASAP Rocky got into a confrontation with a guy that he's known since high school named ASAP Relly. They actually got into an argument over Rocky's promise to pay for his friend's funeral. He was supposed to help pay for the expenses to fly the friend back home so he could have a funeral. And so things got really tense between them leading up to the confrontation. They had some very tense text exchanges. And when they finally met up, Rocky came along with his other friends, ASAP Ills and ASAP 12E, and Relly, of course, was there, and things got very heated between them. Relly claimed that Rocky held a gun to his face, and he got upset at the fact that Rocky was threatening him, so he grabbed one of the friends, ASAP Ills, and used him as a body shield. He also said Rocky fired 3 or 4 shots and grazed his knuckles. That's his story. However, Rocky's friend 12E, who was also a defense witness, said that's not how it happened. In fact, Relly was the one who was the aggressor. He was the one pressing up on Rocky. He followed them. He attacked Ills. And then Rocky fired shots as a warning to get Relly to stop. So they kind of used the whole self-defense angle. Now, according to Rocky's defense, he did not point the gun at Relly, and the weapon that was used was not even a real gun, allegedly. It was a prop gun. That's what
crazy
they
to
say.
me.
That's some bullshit. Ain't nobody buying that. A prop gun? Really? On the streets, you carrying a prop gun? Nah.
That's the first I heard that before.
Nah, ain't that. Nah.
And also, they said that Relly was not grazed. His knuckles were scraped on the ground. And an independent witness did call the police to the scene. And when the police
I mean, yeah, bullet grazing the knuckles. I mean, it is possible, but I mean, really? Graze the knuckles?
came,
You know what I was thinking in my head? The bullet said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
they didn't find any casing shells around that area. But what happened is Relly decided to go back to the scene to find evidence because he was trying to build up a lawsuit against Rocky. And he was advised by a lawyer that he had to file a police report first because if he didn't, this lawsuit would look like an extortion attempt. And he so happened to find 2 casing shells. And then 2 days later, he took them to the police. And then finally, he went to the hospital days after the incident. And he was doing all of this because he was trying to build up this lawsuit against Rocky. He sued him for $30 million.
That's a lot of
So all he wanted
legwork
from
to
the
do on your own individually. I would
You
think
wanna get paid.
I would think like the police would like look into like do their part to see if something went down. They would do their own investigation, not you have to do all the investigation.
He wanted to get paid.
get-go was money. That's all he cared about. He saw that Rocky got with Rihanna, and y'all know Rihanna's a billionaire. So Relly was like, okay, this could be an easy payday for me. So the whole time he was plotting and planning on how to extort ASAP Rocky. His text messages and phone conversations were really showing his true motive. He really was out to get Rocky's money. That was it. That was all. Like he had this built up jealousy and resentment against Rocky for some time, and he just wanted to get something out of him. And it really just seemed very dirty. Now, this is not to say that ASAP Rocky is an angel in this situation. I do think it was a very foolish decision for him to fire shots. And even though the camera didn't catch him shooting, and even though his defense team argued that he was carrying a prop gun, still, the camera did catch him with what looked like a real gun. And in the audio, you could hear shots were fired. So if you put the 2 and 2 together, Rocky was shooting. And that was a dumb thing to do. And I understand this was happening during the heat of the moment, but what was he really trying to prove? Like, why was he in this predicament anyway? This man has a whole career. He has a family. He put his life and freedom in jeopardy messing around with a clown like Relly. You understand? Like, he could have been facing up to 24 years in prison.
That's the crazy
That
part
is the
because they
amount of
offered
time
him a
that-
plea, and he said no to 6 months.
But so, how did this turn into a criminal case?
What do you mean?
He was suing him for money, which is civil case. How did it end up being criminal case?
I think maybe the state.
Oh, the state determined that this is worthy of.
The state can step in and decide to proceed forward.
Okay.
Or maybe it was best strategy for him too, as well, to make it go smoother.
But the burden of proof for civil cases is much lower than criminal.
Then I don't know why he decided to take this route.
he was looking at because he turned down that plea deal. There was a lot at stake for ASAP Rocky, and he is very lucky that the jury decided to take his side. And they did take his side for good reason. I mean, for one, the shell casings that Relly presented did not match ASAP Rocky's guns that the police found in his home. So because they couldn't connect the shell casings to his gun, his defense team
Yeah, like the guy just brought random casings. Oh yeah, this is the casings. Like what you call it, the chain of evidence or whatever.
But how come they look at all his guns? Oh, wouldn't they just have to see the prop gun?
Well, they I don't know. They look at all, but if it didn't that match all, because like, what?
was able to use the whole prop gun defense. And a lot of people don't believe that he used a prop gun. They
Nah,
believe
it was
that
no
he used
prop
a real
gun.
gun. But that was overlooked because Relly was just a bad witness. Like, he was not a convincing enough victim to sway the jury. His true motives were exposed. And also, he perjured himself a few times. When he was asked whether or not he sent text messages to Rocky right before the incident, he said that he didn't recall at first, but then later on he
What?
admitted that he did send messages, but he deleted
to
them.
set up
Also,
the-
prior
set
to
up
the
the
trial,
meeting.
Relly told the prosecutors that Rocky pressed a gun to his stomach. However, on the stand, he said that the gun never touched him. Also, Relly lied on the witness stand, saying that he never fired a 9mm gun when video evidence showed that he was actually shooting that type of gun at a shooting range 2 weeks prior to the incident. And who knows, he probably used some of those casing shells from
How would they even find that footage? At the
Social media, everything's available.
Wow.
that range as his evidence. Who knows? He even lied about telling a friend that he was going to beat up ASAP Rocky if he didn't pay for his friend's funeral. And he said that he wouldn't write anything like that, but that was a whole lie. He did write that. And there were other messages of him saying F Rocky and calling him fake.
I mean, yeah,
He
The
really
m-
writes for his friend.
the
though.
moment, yeah. But the moment you show to jury that okay, he lied on the stage, to me that's it. I cannot take anything you say seriously at that
Yeah.
point. That's it. Not if you lied once. This is it. This is it. I would never, like, if I was on the jury, I would never vote in your favor automatically. I would dismiss everything you say. So if all you need is one person like me on the jury, and that's it. That's game.
Fake and stuff like that. So it's clear that he had some serious animosity towards him even before their confrontation. So it kind of just shows you his overall feeling towards Rocky and why he would try to extort him. And also, he lacked credibility, which is why the jury did not side with him. But Relly fumbling this case isn't the only reason why ASAP Rocky came out on top. The big
Experience is the bridge that connects us to the world. Where will experience?
why Rocky was found not guilty is because of his girlfriend Rihanna. Rihanna is a superstar. She's a billionaire. People love her. They're fans of her music. She had people starstruck when she entered the courtroom. I mean, she was there with ASAP Rocky every day. She even brought the babies there, y'all. She brought their 2 sons there, and some people were saying, why would she bring the children there? Well, it's all for optics. It's all for her to show that Rocky is a family man. You can't take this man
Also,
away
I
from her.
wonder if it would be immediately, like, if he was sentenced guilty, would they just take him to the jail? I think that would probably have been the last few moments that he would have his kids.
Probably, yeah. The kid looks just like Rocky.
And her
Yeah, they
babies.
do. They don't look
So I
nothing
think
like
the jury's
her.
hearts were softened a little bit, and I'm pretty sure some of them were Rihanna fans too. So I really think Rihanna's presence really played a part in all of this. Now, I'm not going to say that the jury was so starstruck that they
This
didn't
one
look at
can look
facts.
like her.
They looked at facts and they saw how much of a fool that Relly was acting. So that was enough to turn them off. But please understand that Rihanna was the key factor in ASAP Rocky winning this case. And I'm
It's
happy
always
for
good
them.
to have a woman by your side. It
I-
helps.
I
It
don't know
helps.
if I would go so far to say she was the key factor. I think she played a role, but the fact that the guy plagiarized to me is more of a key factor than Rihanna showing up.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This issue with Meek Mills, and when Nicki Minaj was present in his case, the judge requested to have a talk in the chambers, and the judge was so like excited to be talking to Nicki Minaj. I do think it does play a certain role.
No, it plays a role, but she said key factor. I just don't think it's the key factor. I think it played a role, yes, but key factor, it's. I don't think it. If you really did something, I think you can bring anybody to that. I don't think.
I mean,
it would
everyone's
matter.
gonna play that card. Like,
No,
if
no,
you
of
have it,
course,
you play it.
of course. I'm not I'm not
You should
judging
do
them
that.
for playing the card. I play the card too. I'm just saying I don't think this is what made the decision happen.
Honestly, I am. I don't want to see a family separated. You know what I mean? I think
I
it would
can
be
imagine the
really
stress.
unfortunate
Yeah.
if Rocky had to face up to 24 years in prison over something as ridiculous as this. Now, if it was a real crime that he did, then I can't defend it. But in this particular case, I didn't want to see him go down at the hands of a spiteful, jealous, dusty
That's
user who was trying to
crazy.
extort him. I didn't want to see him go out like that. So I'm glad that he came out on top.
And that
I'm
was his
glad
high
for
school
Rihanna
friend.
Yeah, they came up together. They both
Yeah,
ASAPs.
yeah,
and
that's
those
crazy.
babies. I'm glad that the family is not going to be separated. I was really happy to see the reaction as well. I could tell that, man, Rocky and Rihanna really love each other. I mean, the way he ran over there and jumped on
Aw.
her, he was so
All you can see is
relieved,
her
and
forehead.
Rihanna and his family were crying, I heard.
Aw.
So the sight was really touching to see,
Aw.
honestly. Rihanna reacted to the verdict saying, "The glory belongs to God and God alone. Thankful, humbled by his mercy."
That's
And this
great.
was Rocky's reaction to the verdict as well.
We want to thank God first. You got to thank God first, you know what I'm saying? And I really want to thank the jury for making the right decision, you know? And I'm just so thankful. This is crazy right now. This whole experience has been
Wow. Imagine you could have been facing 24 years.
The lawyer next to him. Why do I recognize him? He's like a celebrity lawyer or something.
It could be. I don't
I
know.
feel like I've seen him before.
crazy for the past 4 years, but I'm thankful. Nonetheless, I'm thankful. And we're blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all. Thank you. All praise to God.
God definitely came through for Rocky. There's no doubt about it. He is lucky. And you know what? I do hope that he learns from all of this and makes some serious changes. He has to clean up his friend group, honestly. Like, he has to stop hanging around the streets. Like, I know he's a street dude. I know he has street ties, but it's time to cut all of that off. Like, he has 2 children. He's with
Yeah,
Rihanna.
you're too old for that now.
She's a whole billionaire. He's a millionaire. I mean, he has it good. So there's no reason why he should have ever put himself in that predicament with Relly.
Now,
That
I
should have
would like to see them get married because in this whole case, I was shocked to learn that she's just a girlfriend.
Oh.
ever happened. You know what I mean? So hopefully this is a huge wake-up call to Rocky to make a real change for real.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below.
Can I see the
Please like,
comments,
comment, and
please?
subscribe.
Thank you.
What you trying to find out?
I want to see what people think overall.
What the streets think?
Yeah, what are the streets saying? That's why some people move away. Yeah, I feel like that way. The high school people don't know the you
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
because so much has changed, so much has happened. This is a chance for ASAP to not mess up again.
Relly couldn't prove his case. That's why he lost. Simple as that. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was
Yeah.
Rihanna. I think it was innocent until proven guilty. Guilty wasn't proven. It's that simple.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.